Hello, I have a requested video for AUD USD and how I will scalp this pair. I came down here to see where the area where the demand zone was hit, which is February 28th. This is a 1 hour chart. AUD USD is a very predictable pair, as you can see. It doesn't give out as many pips. It does give you pips, but it doesn't give out as many pips. So, but it does well, nevertheless. So what I will do is, if I see that this has come to this zone and I wanted to scalp this, and I wanted to scalp it, I will have to wait until, first of all, we are trending. So I will come to my 5 minute, which would be the only chart that I would scalp on. So coming to the 5 minute, it would have showed me right away that it wasn't ready. See? Because we're still in this downtrend, I would have had to wait for the hummus to take place. And you all know I normally have my crossovers on here. So let me just put them on this chart. Like I said, I don't trade this chart. I have traded it before. So I'm going to put on, you already know, the red one is 21 for me. And it's always exponential because I like to see things happen right away, and I don't want to wait forever. And then, of course, I'm going to make it a little big. I'll put it on number 3 and just put OK for that. Okay, so now we have that on there. And then I will use 2 more, which is the blue number 8 EMA as well as the purple 50 EMA. So let me put those on really quick. Number 8. And this is also going to be exponential. Okay, and last but not least, purple. And that will be 50. I just like mine on EMAs. You can change it to whatever you want yours to be. All right. So here we go. This is what I would do if I was going to scalp. Again, we marked this area on the hour time frame. Let me just go back to show you. We mark this area on a higher time frame just because we have hit a zone and we are wanting to see when we can get in. This will be fun for us because knowing that you're on a 1 hour time frame, and how many candles are in 60 minutes? 12, I think. How many 5 minute candles are in the 1 hour time frame? I think it is 12. So just knowing that alone, if each candle take an entire hour to be created, then you know you can come and scalp on this 5 minute time frame. So what you're going to do is, I don't know where the little line went. Let me see. Did it disappear? It didn't. What's that date? 2/28. Okay. Because be mindful that these are on this 1 hour chart. It's going to be different, so I'm going to have to scroll. Okay, so this is a 5 minute, and we're looking for 2/28. So we have to go back this way. Geesh. I know they all look the same, but the meaning is so different. Okay, here it is. Alright, so say I mark this on a 1 hour time frame and I come here. This shows me that we're still in a downtrend. As you can see, everything is over. The red is over the blue. You have your Hamas here. You are under the purple EMA. So at this point you have to wait. You know you're good though, because and you know you're gonna be in profit soon because you have hit a zone. However, the EMAs are in between price, which is what we do not want. What we do want is for these bands to all come together. This 50 EMA, the red 21 EMA, and the blue. You want all these to come together because that means they're going to be crossing soon or exchanging places, which they do. The purple goes underneath price. The blue Hamas are also showing you that we are now in an uptrend. The blue has crossed over the red 21. So now you know you can scalp this. And you don't want to stress yourself out doing one candle at a time, because you have at least 12 candles that you know is gonna be, how can I explain that? You know you have at least 12 candles that's gonna be in an uptrend. No matter the little pullbacks, the little 10-minute pullbacks or 15-minute pullbacks, that's fine. You stay above these blue Hamas and above this blue line. As long as you are above this, you're fine. Once you start to get, you got this little engulfing and you are starting to go in reverse, just take your profit out. You're scalping anyway. So what you want to do is wait until price is no longer hanging out in the, these indicators are not hanging out in the middle, in between, entwined. You want to wait again. You get your crossover again, scalp, you're scalping all of this. And you're, as long as you're staying above these Hamas, you're good. As long as you do not go beneath them and get like the red Hamas, like over here. You were blue under here, and then it changed over. You have an engulfing, you have your crossovers, your red has crossed over your blue. I know you probably really can't see the red because it's right underneath your Hamas. Nevertheless, you got your crossovers, your purple has crossed, everything is crossed over. This was a huge gap, and you stayed under here, and just pay attention to those. So your scalping will be very easy, because once you see that these are starting to come close, be prepared for change. Once you see you have your blue EMA above price, you're now in a buy. Okay, you're going to stay in it as long as these Hamas remain the same, and as long as this blue EMA remains above the red, you're fine. Look at all of this you have scalped. Let me get the trend line to show you all of what you have. Well, let me start exactly where it started. So all of this you have scalped. You have not come underneath the red Hamas. So the pips you would have made scalping, $80 pips. The number in the middle are your pips. The last number goes off. So 80 pips you would have gotten. That's some very good profit. And I don't know exactly how many candles these are, but let's go to your 1 hour time frame and see when did that day end, or if we were in that for a while. So I'll put from this start to a finish. Let's see, you would have ended the day there. That's all within one day. So let's go back to the 5 minute and see where we would have exited from. Well, we of course we know, I've already explained this part. We marked this on the 1 hour time frame. However, we would have seen that we weren't able to get in until here where I started this trend line, and we would have continued it all the way, and I ended it here probably because we had this pullback, but it could have went on all the way until the end of the day, which was where I marked this other vertical line. So you could have scalped the entire day in the direction of the trend. Here's the thing, when people are scalping, they tend to forget that this is a 5 minute time frame. So if you have 5, 10, 15 minutes or even 20 minutes of a pullback, it can seem like it's an eternity. But if you are patient and you realize that if you go back to the 1 hour and it's still, everything is still intact, you're still, let me just show you. So I don't want you to be confused. You see that you're still intact, and yeah, so you've had a little pullback, but you're still above these blue hammers. Your blue is still over the red. You're still fine. You know, you may, okay, this is a, this one red candle was an entire hour. So you have to think about that. Don't be nervous because it doesn't mean anything. You're still in an uptrend for on this particular day because we're only focusing on this day. You're still in an uptrend. So don't panic. Just remember that you are scalping. So you're on a 5 minute. I hate coming doing this because I have to keep going back. Not that I hate doing the video per se. I'm talking about scrolling all the way, having to keep scrolling all the way back. I wish there was an easier way to do this to show you guys, but I'm just trying to have it to make sense for you. Yeah, I was looking at that. That's a huge gap that took place over there. I don't know what news event did that, but yeah, so here you go. On the 1 hour time frame, you have this vertical trend line, and then you have this vertical trend line, and then you have all of this. So your risk was here, or your risk is here. All of this is your reward until the end of the day. And as you start getting this sideways motion, like I always say about the sideways motion, you can know what it is by going into your shapes and rectangle and just marking it, anything that's going sideways. And you can change the color by double clicking it, going in rectangle properties and change it. I'll change that to yellow. And that way you'll just keep up with what you're doing. So this entire day you have profited, you've taken your profit out. Do not trade Asian session. There's no reason to be in the trade. I'm going to put my Asian session markers on so that I can show you what they look like. So let me go to the 1 hour time frame. So you see no blue markers are on here now, but When I put those on, you see that it shows me where the Asian session opened and where it closed. And so, okay, we're going to go back to this 5 minute once more. Okay, it didn't give me my Asian sessions over here, probably because this is just too it's not worth having it on a 5 minute, I guess, you know, because it's too much. So, but at any rate, I hope you all understand. You can scalp this way on your 5 minute by looking at your 1 hour time frame, knowing that within the 1 hour, you know that candle, for example, you know the candle is going to be bullish. You know it's going to close bullish because it can be a fresh trend or it can be coming from a pullback, and you know it's going in the overall direction. Use it to your advantage and come to the lower time frame and know that as long as you remain, your blue number 8 EMA remains above your number 21. That's in case you don't have these hummus. Again, you can find these on my site for $8. You can get a pack, the whole pack, and download it to your computer if you need to. But if you don't, just go into your regular custom averages and put these on your chart. EMA number 8, it should be above your 21 red. And as long as it stays above it and doesn't close and continue to trade down beneath it, because you see this is a false breakout, where as it did come and the price closed underneath it. Nevertheless, you see the EMAs are entwined. Remember I said don't trade that. Wait until that's over. Wait until you get back in sync. Wait until the crossovers happen again and continue to scalp. You can scalp. You can scalp from here to here. When the pullback is over, you can scalp from here to here. You can wait for this to be over, wait for the pullback to be over. You can scalp. You can just scalp because you know that you are in an uptrend. You can scalp being assured that as long as you do not begin making lower highs and lower lows underneath these hammas or underneath the 8 and 21, then you're fine. So scalp according to the trend. So like I said, on that 1 hour time frame, you see that we have big candles making, for that one particular day. We know we can scalp that the whole day. You can just scalp, and this is a easy way to build your account, because if you know that this is going to be a green candle, why would you put a little amount of money right here when you know you're not going to have a lot of drawdown? You know what I mean? You're not going to have a lot of drawdown. You are in a trend. So once you come out of this madness of these indicators being entwined, wait for your candle to come back to your hammer. You got your bullish. Take it. Put a little more money on there. Listen, scared money don't make no money. Okay? So if you want to make some money, you're gonna have to take risk, but at the same time that you're taking the risk, make sure that you are in at the right time and scalp the mess out of these charts. Why not? So scalp, or if you don't like coming in and going out, then take longer strides. Just say, okay, I'm gonna scalp it until the price, the indicators start coming together. So stay in it. You get a red candle, it's only 5 minutes, come out, wait to the pullback, wait, you're in it again, scalp all of this, you're going sideways, you may want to come out, let the pullback take place, get in again, you see you got your crossover, you're still under your hammer, get in again, scalp here, let this pullback happen. So let me just show you where your pullbacks are. Here, And if you do this on your chart, I'll show you. Just give me 1 second. I mean, this is truly scalping, because you know that you can literally just let this ride the whole day if you're not afraid of pullbacks. But if you want to scalp and build your account, I understand that. I've done that. It's easy to do, so don't trip. Okay, so here you go. Every time it breaks, you can make your money. It broke, make your money. Let it pull back. It broke, make your money. Pull back. It broke. Make all this. Pull back. Get back in. Make your money. Pull back. Get back in. Make your money. Pull back. Get back in. Make your money. And you keep doing that if you are scalping. But if you want to just enter and let your profits run, as long as you are remaining under this blue hammer, I don't care how much it pulls back. Don't let it scare you to exit your trade when you're still safe above here. You have went the entire day. And see, that's another thing why some people, like, if they got in here and they thought they were going to be bearish, right? They thought this was going to be bearish because they haven't engulfing, because they're not familiar with the overall trend. So say they got in bearish here and they think the prices are going to continue to the downside because maybe they're new and they don't understand yet how market structure works. And so they're waiting. They're here, right? They're bearish. They profited. And then they're literally wiped out. And then they stay in there because they're hoping that it's going to continue to the downside. So it almost seems like the market is tricking you, because here you come down again, which if you're unsure at this point, you can just take your money out, But if you're still holding on to that trade, you're not on the right side. And most times, if you are in the negative a lot, this is what's happening. You're on the wrong side. The market does have its pullback. So those are the times when you may be thinking, okay, now it's going back in my favor. Well, it's not, because that's not the direction. It's not a downtrend. If it was a downtrend, it would be a different story. So it continued to the upside, and now you're really wiped out, and you're still holding on to this trade, meaning you have married it. And this went the entire day, and you are very much in the negative if you are still down here in a sell, So make sure you know the overall trend. Look at your higher time frames. Make sure you are making higher highs and higher lows in an uptrend, lower highs and lower lows in a downtrend. And you can go ahead and mark these so that if you're going to just scalp it, you'll know where to get in, where to get out, where to get in, where to get out. And you can put chunks of money at a time. Like, you're not going to, how much drawdown can you have? You're in an uptrend. You've already come here to the zone. This is not going to pass unless it gives you a little small false breakout. You can hold on to that. You can withstand that, right? So let it do whatever it's going to do, as long as you are not making lower lows and lower highs, and you have the red hammers above you, over you. So, like, let's see if it changed. Okay, it changed. Yeah, here we go. See, like over here, this is still the 5-minute chart. You had your crossovers, they come together. Your purple showing you that everything is underneath it, and you are no longer making higher highs and higher lows, right? you are now making lower highs and lower lows. So now you want to be on the selling end, but you definitely don't want to buy here because you see this candle has tricked a lot of people that thought, okay, well, I'm in a downtrend, but then they get spooked because you have this huge bullish candle. The only reason this bullish candle has probably come back up was to take some people out or to trick some people into getting into a buy, because look at this wick. You know, this wick had to be green as well, right? Price opened here, it closed here. It opened here, it went up here, and then it wicked and then came to the downside. You have your red EMA over now your blue, which is what you want when you're in a downtrend. And now you know you can scalp this now. So you can scalp this for a few hours. So again, I apologize. I always say that I'm not going to be on here too long, but I'll be trying to make sure you understand what's happening. Again, if you want these Hamas, you can get it off of my site. I think I put that on the other one. I'll just put the name here so you will have it in case you don't have it or in case you didn't look at the other video. And like I said, they come in a pack. I think I have like 5 or 6 indicators that you can forexisbay.com. There should be a dot, not a colon, whatever that is. Let me see what I put. Okay. Yeah, so you can, it's $8 to go on the site to get these Hamas. Like I said, I think they come in 5 or 6 in case you want to download them to your laptop. I'm not sure if you can download them on your phone, but you can try. I'm not sure though. I don't trade from my phone. I always trade from my laptop. So I hope this video helped you, and I will talk to you soon. Thank you.